Radio.
Spectacular group of men. You go find them, you throw your arms around them, you give them a big kiss on the mouth.
This is PTR Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of PTR Radio here on the fabulous entire web.
Wow.
Ba with the ba? Is that what you're saying? Ba with the ba?
So, no, what happened?
What happened? What do you mean?
Like after the intro, you were like, uh-oh.
No, I wasn't saying uh-oh.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe like the stream didn't kick or something.
No. I was accidentally on the ending music rather than the starting music. So I just, we would have had the world's shortest show. So that's all. Although I can see by the early popping of a beer that would be okay with you.
Yep.
Let me ask you this, Mike. How's the temperature? How's the temperature in the office today?
Dude, we actually had an informal poll amongst the people in my section of the office about whether the dress code actually specifies that pants are required. Because 77 degrees in the office, 77 and a half degrees, and that's with the door open. When I closed the door to actually get on a conference call, it climbed up to damn near 80 degrees. I said, this is bullshit, and I don't like it.
80 degrees is shorts weather, in my opinion. I used to keep emergency shorts in my desk drawer at work.
I'm about ready to go online and find the convertible pants so I could just zip the legs off if I need to.
Yes, I was close to that. I was close to that myself. So, what you just need to do is bring one of those big, 4-foot diameter fans, the kind that have wheels. Bring that into the office, and then maybe things will change. Once you have a propeller in the office,
perhaps.
So, well, that's okay. In my work, he's a secretary, but they, basically director, quit. So he turned in his 2 weeks, as well as the head of networking turned in his as well. So it's like, okay, well, is anybody else in executive management going to leave?
We have some people leaving as well.
So usually this
one
happens
guy
in December.
Tomorrow is his last day. He's going to be 75 in a few months. He's got 56 years of service. The breaking point for him was when they finally told him, you got to come to the office 5 days a week. He said, no, I don't.
Yep. I can understand that.
So,
Shaggy, do you have sound meters to show if we're making sounds?
Yeah. It says we're sending sounds out. Let me see here.
I'm hearing this weird sound over and over again.
The occasional boodaloop, boodaloop, boodaloop.
Doo-doo-doo.
Yep.
Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, I know. We've had it for the last 2 months. It's something coming from Mike. I have no idea what it is, but it's only coming from Mike. And I don't
Ow!
I don't know what it is. But it's Mike. So, yeah.
It's really loud at this time.
Oh, it's really loud. Okay, cuz see, if I do this, then you don't hear it anymore, do you? Nope. See, but then when I turn Mike back on. Oh, hold on. What? Mike, speak again. All I did was turn your mic off for a second, and then I turned it back on.
I muted on my end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, there it is again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know why it's really loud in your ears though, Colin. It's not loud in mine. It's there.
Just Mike in general is much hotter in sound
Oh.
than usual.
Oh, okay. Well, there. He should be a little bit better now. I just moved him down a little bit. So. All right, say something, Mike. All right, there.
Suddenly I feel like I'm going to be like Bob Goldthwait tonight.
All right. Yeah, you should be much better now. All right. But anyway, yeah, so cool. People are leaving left and right everywhere. So,
yes.
That's always fun. It's always fun when people leave. Cuz then you can blame things on them. That's the nice thing is you can always blame whatever happens on the person that left. And you can say, "Well, it's Bob's fault." You know, Bob left. So, you know.
Well, because I didn't do that. I did something similar. So just the other day, I was telling one of my programmers, that particular screen you're working on is a terrible, terrible screen. And should never have been written that way. It is absolutely terrible. And we're all very lucky that the person who built and wrote that screen can no longer develop applications. So because they're temporarily locked in the past, being it's me in the past. So past me can't come forward and write this application again because past me was a moron.
Yeah.
Or, as I always say, the worst programmer in the world is me a year ago.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So, but anyway, so let's see here. That's interesting. So let's see here. We do have a couple of things on the white sheet. And the first thing I think we've talked about before, but Mike, you brought it up. There's another story of a teacher who's accused of having sex with a 17-year-old student.
I am getting so sick of this because these teachers are. This is not a normal thing. These teachers look like they should be on OnlyFans, not teaching.
Yeah.
And yet here we are.
Well, I mean, in
where
some
were these teachers? The teachers that I went to, the female teachers I had in school look like men.
Yeah. Just to give you an idea, let's see here. Where is the screen desktop capture? Is it here? Yep, it's there. Okay. This is the teacher we're talking about. All right. A very attractive teacher, you know? But yes, Dulce Flores was arrested at her home on Tuesday. She was placed on a leave of absence while the case is investigated, according to a statement from the Riverbank Unified School District of Modesto, the Modesto Bee reported. Yeah. I've said before, there was one hot teacher when I went to high school. And, you know,
there was one teacher who freshman year or beginning of freshman year didn't seem so hot, but by the end of freshman year, because you got so used to seeing everybody else, you know, the standards are brought down.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize, yeah, she's kind of hot. But that was only compared. This, no, could you imagine? No, like, no wonder why there are more cases of kids with ADHD and stuff like that. They can't pay attention. When you get teachers like this,
you're saying the cause for ADHD is hot teacher?
When you got a whole bunch of them, how's a kid supposed to focus? Kids in high school going through puberty and got teachers looking like this. Homework takes on a whole different meaning.
I mean, I guess I could see it.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the only cause. I'm saying it contributes to it.
It's a contributing factor.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, I looked at the story, and the story also has a different picture of her that isn't quite as airbrushed. And
True.
she isn't quite so.
There's the other picture of her. But I'm going to prefer... I'm going to think that she looks like this every day at school.
Either way. No,
I mean,
either way.
that
Go back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not bad.
Okay, that just looks like a younger version of her.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to say, okay, this is a 6. All right. This is a 9.
That is also a lot of Photoshop. Just call it what it is. That's a lot of Photoshop.
Oh,
that is an Instagram filter and a half, but or it's just a makeup tutorial. But if you go back up, right? So they said she was a teacher for 9 years. I can guarantee you that is day 1. The next one is or year 1 and year 9.
Yeah.
I can get once that pre-tenure, post-tenure.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I just
now, did the story specify? See, now I'm just getting evil because the white sheet is so light. Did the story specify that the 17-year-old student was a male?
Are you fantasizing about something that you saw on Pornhub?
I'm not saying I am absolutely not, because this is on the air. But I'm just saying.
Yes, it does. It does.
It does. Okay.
And
just making
it was
sure.
2 years ago.
You know, this is not like Mary Kay Letourneau. This ain't like something like that, right? I'm serious. I would look. Anyway.
Yeah, so the event happened in 2023. And it took this long for her to be suspended. So, what exactly happened in between those two dates is kind of question.
So 2023, and it's now 2025. That's so. If you're listening, hot teacher, that's Colin's way of saying that you ain't shit no more. you yesterday's news. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm saying how long.
Or he's saying to please send updated pictures to show@ptrradio.com.
Oh. She was, according to her LinkedIn profile, she also works as a beauty advisor for a cosmetics company.
Suddenly, the little woman pops out on my shoulder. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Her Instagram followers just went up tenfold.
Mm-hmm.
And if she didn't have an OnlyFans before, she does now. Bet.
All those older ladies going, if she can pick up a 17-year-old, then I can too.
Lunch ladies are like, she may have eyelashes, but I got tater tots, okay? These kids want a corner piece of pizza on Friday. They know what's up.
They all just back there singing, Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe.
Don't kid yourself when this hairnet come off. Watch out.
Oh, God.
And she was a Spanish teacher.
Yes. Well, she had a bachelor's degree in Spanish language and literature from 2014.
Wait, what's her name again?
Dulce Flores.
Okay, listen,
I'm thinking Dulce de Leche.
I am so going to hell, but a Latina getting a bachelor's degree
in Spanish.
Well,
when I went to high school, let me just say this. When I went to high school, I took Spanish, and it dumbfounded me how many Puerto Rican kids were taking Spanish in high school and had the teachers fooled that they were trying to learn Spanish so they could talk to their tia and they're right. Meanwhile, they're in the hallways cursing at each other in Spanish. They speak fluent Spanish. Of course, they're going to get an A and make the Spanish Honor Society.
Yeah.
Take French. Challenge yourself like the rest of us.
Make them take Latin.
Sanskrit. I tried to take German, but it was only in the class book. It wasn't actually offered. But just to say, how many students in college are getting degrees in English? I mean, it isn't.
Fair.
Apparently, between her affair with the student and being found out, she got a master's. So that's a waste of time.
Oh, God. Master's in cosmetology.
So in 2022 alone, 349 public educators were arrested for child-related sex crimes. There's no pinpoint reason why we're seeing an increase in teacher-student relationships, but some experts say it comes down to access and lack of boundaries. Social media has made communication more accessible. Simple chats over assignments can quickly become inappropriate.
What?
Well, we were talking about how it didn't happen when we were in school, so I just Googled uptick in teachers sleeping with students. And it turns out we're right.
We talk about that math homework because you plus me equals us.
That's right.
I know my calculus. Not, so here's the problem. And I have talked about this in different episodes before. There's something in the water because kids is looking older.
Oh, yeah.
All right, generations are looking older. We've talked about that part. I admit, I am not a spring chicken. But there are 26-year-olds out there walking around that look like they could be my classmate. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just not right. High school girls don't look like high school girls. Forget the teachers. The students don't look like anything like what we had when we were going to school.
Well,
and part of that I think is because of the internet, because there's like all these tutorials and stuff about how to do your makeup and how to act older and all of this stuff, and the wrong type of children being like idolizing. They're idolizing these influencers.
There's absolutely correlation that children today are maturing faster physically, but not emotionally or mentally. And it does have to do with, earlier prepubescency, social media impact, exposure to adult material, all these things. That is all, an effect of this stuff. So yeah, females especially are maturing physically faster than what they were when you and I were in school. And it's kind of amazing that is happening in such a short period of time. Because you think about it, 25, 30 years. And, since you and I were in high school, and look at how quickly things have escalated,
Is not right.
Pretty soon you're going to have to be getting your kindergartner a training bra if things keep going at this pace, Well,
okay. So this happened in California. If it had happened in Illinois and New Jersey, it would have been no problem.
What, a teacher dating a 17-year-old?
Yeah, it'd been fine.
Well, okay, so the age of consent is different between different states, but they still would have made a deal of it. But you know,
Oh yeah, just saying that what she would. Yeah, it wouldn't be the statutory rape like it is in California. Not to say it'd be fine in Illinois and New Jersey. Just say you're running. That is the age and where we are running into differences between.
The problem here is that
is correct.
So what Colin is saying is we should lower the age of consent, and what Mike is saying is we should have only ugly teachers.
No. What I'm saying is that if we're looking at saying, hey, they're getting older faster, but we look at the age of consent, it actually says that we've actually been moving the age of consent older over time. So it's both at the same time. So it's kind of like I don't know what the answer is because we've been moving the age of consent older and older and older, and we're saying that they're maturing faster. So looking back through history, and like I'm not exactly sure what's actually going on.
So you're saying we should go back to Little House on the Prairie where we have 12-year-olds get married?
No.
no, because we're living past the age of 38.
All right.
You got married at 12 because you were more than a third of the way through your life back then.
That's true.
Right. I think we should stabilize everything at 18 and not leave it patchwork where Illinois is at 17 and New Jersey's at 16.
Well, don't forget with parental consent, it can be even earlier in some places. Remember that one lady who married the dirtbag from the Green Mile at like 15?
Oh, yeah. The one who forgot to wet the sponge.
Yes, that one.
Courtney Stodden.
Yes. Then she got a boob job and divorced him, I think. So, yeah. Looked ridiculous afterwards. But yeah. All right, and let's see here. Oh, this one. We love these topics. Mike, you also brought up that there's another remake in the works over at the Sony studios, potentially.
Yeah, so this particular remake, I am not 100% opposed to. And this is a first for me. But it's got to be done right. Sony is talking about remaking Starship Troopers, which I think
definitely
could be awesome if they get closer to the source material and they use the dark overtones, kind of like how Battlestar Galactica remake was compared to the original.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I think this has the potential to be an amazing film.
Now, did you ever watch the complete lineup of those films?
If by complete lineup you mean the second one, who is it? Hero the Federation? Was Starship Troopers 2 where they found Jesus?
No, I'm talking about like all 4 of them? 5 of them?
There was the
There's
original.
some made for TV crap.
So the ones I'm aware of are the original Starship Troopers 2, which I thought was Hero of the Federation, and that one was a joke because, well, religion was the answer to the entire bug problem.
Yeah, it's
and
Starship
then there was
Troopers,
Marauder.
Starship Troopers 2, Heroes of the Federation. There's Marauder, then there's Invasion, and then there's Traitor of Mars.
Invasion and Traitor of Mars, were those live action or were those?
So Traitor of Mars,
made for TV?
Traitor of Mars was
one.
live action. Invasion, was that one live action or was it animation?
They're all part of that series.
Okay.
They're not part of Roughnecks, which Roughnecks is superior to any of the live action ones.
Yeah, I think Invasion might have been animated.
Now, was Roughnecks animated? Why am I thinking it was? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So I remember Roughnecks. That was yeah. So something closer to that.
Because I will say, Traitor of Mars was actually kind of dark.
No, Traitor of Mars was animated.
No,
It's
it
not
wasn't.
part of Roughnecks, but it is.
Um,
Starship Troopers: Traitors of Mars, according to Wikipedia, is a 2017 Japanese American adult animated military science fiction.
Well, what one did I watch then?
It is a
maybe
sequel
it was
to the
maybe
movie
it was
series.
maybe it was Marauder that I watched.
Marauder
Probably
was the one
Marauder.
where they had the G.I. Joe power suits.
What was the one where they had aliens that took over people? Was it Invasion?
First one.
No. They had like
I know.
bugs
I know. I'm just
inside
kidding.
people. I don't remember which one it was.
That might have been Invasion because I don't remember ever seeing that.
Yeah, but I'll have to find it.
Yeah, I don't either. But the name makes sense.
Now,
Let's see. Invasion
funny
was also
because-
animated.
okay, that's probably why I didn't watch them because they were animated.
They're
It's funny, too,
Japanese.
because on-
they're anime.
Instagram, and see now by saying that, now I kind of want to go check them out. Instagram feed today, I saw a reunion of sorts between Diz, Johnny, and Carmen at like a Comic-Con or something. And Diz looks the same. You know, Dina Meyer. She looks the same. Johnny Rico or Casper Van Diem, he looks kind of, I don't know, like he's had some kind of work done to his cheekbones. And, well, Denise Richards is just plastic now.
Well, Casper Van Dien's been in every B movie, known to man. I mean, hell, we've seen him in a lot of them.
Wasn't he in, like, not Star-Lord, what was the damn...
It was the Star Raiders.
Chaser, right? Star Raiders, that's it.
Star Raiders, and then he was also in Avengers Grimm that we watched.
That's right.
And then
Yeah, so he kind of took over for Eric Roberts when Eric Roberts decided he couldn't act anymore.
yeah,
And Eric Roberts.
The
could only
Starship
take over
Troopers.
for that.
Yeah, the Starship Troopers, where the bugs were taking over humans, was 2.
oh, okay, all right. Oh, Jake Busey was in the first one as well.
Yeah,
So
he played Ace.
yeah,
And let's
The
not
first
forget about
one was
Doogie
the only one that mattered.
yeah. Doogie and PH
Yeah, the first one
in it.
was the first one was basically, compared to all the other ones, it was superior. Now, here's the other interesting part that I read about this. This is an interesting little fan theory. The entire movie would not take place had it not been for Carmen. Allow me to explain.
Okay.
During her training flight with Xander, she reprogrammed the ship's course to make it more efficient. But in the process, she wound up clipping an asteroid, changing its trajectory. If Carmen had not clipped said asteroid would not have hit Buenos Aires, which wouldn't have sent us to war. So if Carmen had just followed orders, and if Xander wasn't trying to play footsies and get in Carmen's pants, the entire movie wouldn't have happened.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know she was in that. Carmen was in Undercover Brother.
Yes.
Oh, and she was in Weird Science, the TV series.
What?
Yes, she was Lisa.
No, she was not.
Yes, she was. In Weird Science, the TV series, she was Lisa.
That was Vanessa Angel.
Well, it's got her credited as being in 88 episodes.
Weird Science,
Oh, it
TV
does say
series.
Vanessa Angel. So why is she... I don't know where she came in at, but she's in there somewhere. It's got her as also being in there, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, movies and shows and media library. It's got her in there. So, I don't know.
Well, somebody. Let's see. Top cast. She's not in that. Told you, Vanessa Angel.
Yeah,
Somebody
I know.
looked at it and said, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe that's her." No, it's not. It kind of looks like her, but it's not. Maybe they wanted to get Denise Richards, but couldn't afford her, so they got Vanessa Angel instead.
I don't know.
So I found the list of fan theories. I love this. The one you're talking about. The Reddit user came up with says, "I'm no expert on physics and space, but I still bet that when the ship struck the meteor, it changed the rock's trajectory."
Denise Richards played Valerie in Weird Science from 94 to 98.
Valerie is not Lisa.
I
Move
know.
on.
I got that wrong. Sorry.
Colin, please continue.
I'm just saying, yes, they're correct. They don't know much about space physics. It's impossible for that to happen.
She played Tammy in Tammy and the T-Rex? I didn't realize that.
Quit trying to make fetch happen and add stuff to our list.
No. I'm just saying.
I'm not watching a Denise Richards movie called Tammy and the T-Rex.
We already did watch it.
No, we did not.
We did too.
Tammy and the T-Rex?
Yes.
Are you?
I don't remember Tammy and the T-Rex. We've watched so many movies though.
I swear that we have seen it.
You're thinking of Velocipede.
Well,
Tammy with an I?
It's Tammy with a Y.
I just searched the entire sheet for T-A-M.
Maybe not,
found.
but maybe I will have to add it because it sounds right up our alley.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's try this again. Nope.
Okay. Well, I may have to add it if I can ever find it. Because it sounds right up our alley.
We did no. See, you're.
Well, don't worry. It's Denise Richards and Paul Walker. What could possibly go wrong?
Now you're gonna make me Google this because this cannot.
An evil scientist implants the brain of Michael, a murdered high school student, into an animatronic Tyrannosaurus. Does that not sound like something we would watch?
All right, so not only does it have Paul Walker and Denise Richards, but it's got Terry Kaiser, who, if this is who I think it is, played. I think he played the mafia dude in Weekend at Bernie's. Yes, he did.
Okay, I thought he played Bernie with the way that he looked.
He might have played Bernie. Wait a second.
I think he
No,
played
you're right.
Bernie.
He played Bernie. You're right. Okay, that's right. Because he's in Weekend at Bernie's too. Okay, Tammy and the T-Rex. I can't believe this.
He was was also the evil Count Schnitzel in Mannequin 2 on the Move.
Oh dear Lord. He was also Turk in Six Pack.
Mm-hmm.
No. Paul Walker's brain into the body of a T-Rex, and you want to watch this movie. Wait a minute. No.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
So do I.
It's in a lot of places. It's Peacock, Tubi, Pluto, Roku channel, Fandango, Plex channel. It's like they're giving it away. It's almost like it's barely worth the digital storage it's kept on.
You are very close to being banned. I'm looking at the list now. You are very close from being put on suspension from adding anything to this list.
Why, Mike? I put some real winners on that list. I think we're up to like
Gator? Really?
What?
Meth Gator.
We talked about it.
Oh, here's one. Here's one that will probably come up when it's Colin's turn to take point the next time. How to Plan an Orgy in a Small Town. That's the title of a movie that you put on this stupid sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already agreed to anything like that comes up, Shaggy just gets it, regardless of whose turn it is.
That is correct.
Hey, I had to do our drug-fueled, wildlife. Did we not say that, anything that was drug-fueled wildlife we knew we had to do, like Crackoon, Cocaine Bear? Crackoon. We talked about Crackoon.
Well, okay, we talk about a lot of things on this show. Why?
A raccoon ingests a discarded synthetic drug and mutates into a vicious killer. It rampages through a mountain community, threatening campers, tourists, and residents. No one is safe from the monstrous raccoon's violent onslaught.
There is no God. There absolutely is no God. So, all right, let's move on to our only other topic on the white sheet here that you added, and the question is, which one of us is doing this?
Oh, well, Colin.
Which
obviously.
one of us is going to represent PTR Radio at the Florida Man Games? Yes, I said that right. The Florida Man Games.
And what's crazy is this is the second year for it. So it had a successful first year.
I mean, I'm the one who's in Florida of the three of us the most.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty obvious that if I went to the Florida Man Games, that I would lose in the whatever round I was put into immediately.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So here's the trick. See, on these shows, like if you've ever watched Most Extreme Challenge, the trick or Wipeout is the new version hosted by John Cena on TNT or TBS. The trick
Go ahead. Sorry.
The trick is not so much that you want to win. It's you want to lose spectacularly.
Yeah, that makes the headlines.
You are on the highlight reel.
Here,
and do it wearing a PTR Radio shirt.
Yeah,
See,
let's just.
That's the key.
Let's take a look at the highlight reel from last year, shall we?
Sure. Let's see what we're getting into here.
Man Games.
I thought he was half naked.
I don't know if Colin could drink enough for this.
You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids that growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide as a younger generation. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah.
Why is there a catalytic converter on the floor?
I don't know. Is it the catalytic converter stealing contest? I don't know.
What you're playing, that's how it's playing.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, we already missed it. Oh, that's too bad.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Well, don't worry.
Here's the list of events.
There'll be another one. So, we can plan for next year.
What are the events?
So here's the events. The first one is the evading arrest obstacle course. Floridians are chased by police after stealing copper pipes and catalytic converters. Find the frozen iguana and check a gator through a drive-through window to earn a victory and your freedom. Then we have the weaponized pool noodle mud duel. The Eat the Butt Challenge, which is basically just a pork butt eating contest.
Okay.
The Florida Sumo Cage Match and Beer Chug, which is what we saw the big pictures of beer for. Conquer the Florida Man Games Chain Link Cage as Floridians try to knock down their opponents or spill the beer from their pitcher. The loser can still put points on the board by chugging their opponent's remaining beer. The Hurricane Party Prep Grocery Aisle Brawl. Battle out against each other to get the last of the hurricane prep and party supplies left on the shelf. Human Beer Pong. The Florida Woman Bonus Challenge. The Ninja Nation Obstacle Course. The Mechanical Gator. Yeah, it's a bow. Mechanical bow, so that's a gator. Ocala Knocker Ball. That's one of those big orb balls that people roll around in. That's kind of a soccer thing, looks like. And then the Joust.
Okay, so can we compete as a team? Because I think if we all went, I think individually
yes, it's a team event.
Okay, so I think we could take certain events, for each other.
Yes.
The
defending champs are the Hanky Spanky team.
Okay, so I think I could probably do the chug sumo wrestling. Mike, I would volunteer you for the police evade. I think out of all of us, I think you probably have the speed to do that.
Sure.
All right. Colin, do you want to do the joust or do you want to do the hurricane raid?
Oh, hurricane raid. Yeah, I did that.
All right.
Because I always wanted to do the that Nickelodeon run through Toys R Us. So
the toy shopping spree.
Sweep.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So,
all right. So we've got some of the events covered. We know. Well, Mike, you're gonna probably choose to do the frozen iguana and not the alligator pitch for the extra point.
I mean, the gator's mouth is taped. I might, but the problem is I want the gator to get hurt. Like he whips around, and I'm gonna be like, throws his ass like hard. I don't want to hurt the gator.
Yeah, and the iguana's already frozen, so you're not gonna hurt it.
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't know what's going on with that one, man. Don't let me drink and don't let me be out in the sun for too long because I'll be like have the iguana and I'll be like with a grenade, like the head off. It's that mother.
Florida Man Games does sound fun. It's about like my dad used to do this thing called the it wasn't really a cardboard boat regatta, but it was just a homemade raft regatta. And him and his
it was kind of like the Red Bull Flurgendurgen.
Kind of. It was basically you make whatever you want to float down the river. And you just basically whoever, everybody sets off at the same time. Whoever gets to the finish line first wins. But all it really was an excuse to put some barrels together, some wood on top of it, throw a keg on there, and just spend the afternoon drinking on the river. And he had the most fun doing it ever. So
we do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
So here's an update. The winner of the second annual Four-Man Games was the Hanky Spanky team for the second year. They won in that new challenge, the Florida Woman Challenge, which was the Florida Man Baby Daddy. It involved a mannequin, a sports bra slingshot, and a water balloon.
We got to have a co-ed team.
Apparently, they did have women on the team. Yes. The task was to knock out a Florida Man Baby Daddy, which was the mannequin smoking a cigarette, by using a sports bra slingshot and water balloon.
Who do we know that could and would do it?
You're saying
Christy
Mrs.
Donnelly of Team.
You're saying Mrs. 8-Man not up for that one?
I don't think so.
I don't I don't think
Mrs.
my wife
Amen
would
will be there trying to save all the damn gators and iguanas.
So, so Christy Donnelly of Team Hanky Spanky, with her final shot, and the final shot of the night, hit the mannequin in the nuts, and it slowly fell over, giving them the 3 points they needed to win.
Well, Colin,
That
which
is
one?
how the Florida Man games ended.
Which one of your sisters is going to volunteer? I can think of one.
Well,
No.
we'll take them all.
No. They will not.
Oh no,
They,
I
they
could.
absolutely not. They're not going. No, they're not going to be on our team. I know this.
Oh no, one has. Not going to say which one. One of them has a great sense of humor.
Yes,
It
but
could be
no.
either. Okay,
No,
fine.
but they don't like me.
We'll
They're
take
not going to
we'll take
us win.
We'll take Mama Blair. She loves you.
Mama Blair said she's in. Okay.
Okay, there you
Mama
go.
Blair's in. As I've said it before. If you are female and your last name is Blair, there's a 66% chance that you are not fond of me. 33.3% chance that you are, and Mama Blair just proved it. Because she's willing to go on a Florida Man contest with us just to shoot the sports bra slingshot. But wait, do you promise you're not going to shoot it at me? That's very key. Blood is thicker than water. I don't want revenge taken out on me in this Florida Man arrangement. Just be clear about that.
In Florida, the
We
saying
should
is
probably go to the movie reviews.
okay. Yes, we should. All right. So we have 15 minutes left in the show. It is time for our movie review, and tonight's movie is a Sean William Scott movie called Just Before I Go. It is available on Amazon
Prime Video.
Prime
Yep, Prime
Video.
Video.
Yes.
No commercials if you pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, limited commercials. I am a little bit tired of commercials in Amazon Prime, but you know, I guess they're short enough. Am I on the hook for this one, or are you guys? Or is one of you?
are.
Yes.
All right. So, I've actually had this one in my queue for a while, just because I got onto a big Sean William Scott kick, where I wanted to watch several of his movies. This is different for him, quite honestly. This is more of a emotional type roller coaster film for him. This is not his typical comedy. This one definitely, I think he tried to stretch his range. Not to say that there aren't a few funny parts in this, but overall, he is not the comedic character that you're used to. This is not a Stifler movie. This is not a shifting gears movie. This is something completely different for him, and kudos to him for trying something more on the dramatic side of things. This movie is pretty much nothing but side stories. All right. This is about a man who finds his, girlfriend cheating on him, and then really decides that there is nothing left to live for. And so before he commits suicide, he wants to put his house in order, as he says. He wants to, confront the enemies of his past. He wants to yell at a teacher who made fun of him and who belittled him. He wants to stand up to a bully from his childhood. He wants to, do all these things. And it's an interesting travel through this man's past and what he thinks he needs to do to reconcile his life before he takes it. And, it's just a very interesting, heartfelt story, which you don't come to expect from this actor. You expect it to be nothing but, dick jokes. And there are some dick jokes, don't get me wrong. But it is a family full of problems that you watch. And for that, I was very surprised. I wasn't really expecting that. So overall, I liked this movie. It's not something I think I'll watch again and again, because it is very heady material for me. But I thought it was very well done. I thought the parts were very well acted, and overall, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I'm going to give this a smile just because I think that it handled the subject matter pretty well, and I think that it was an interesting movie with a bit of a unique topic that we don't see very often. So, smile from me. All right, Mike. You're muted.
Okay. My initial thought when I first read the description was this is going to be like My Name is Earl. And it's kind of the opposite. Earl was making amends to people he wronged. Ted is trying to get revenge on his bullies. Now, we get a critical piece of information here that without this movie I wouldn't have known. Never wake a sleep masturbator. That is excellent advice for those of us who... Hold on. Why are they having banana cream pie right after they show the sleep masturbator? Here's a general rule, free tip from your Uncle Mike, okay? If you break up with someone, or they break up with you, delete all videos of them, even the adult ones. Get rid of them. Hot sauce in the eye. Not fun. Have you ever been there? Been there. Not fun. Now, I'm not going to get all emotional or start virtue signaling here, but I am going to say, if anyone ever feels like they do not belong in this world for who they are, private message the show. Okay? We'll listen. That's all I'll say. No one should feel like they are wrong for being themselves. Now, there is a bit of irony here that the one he didn't want to hurt is the one who got hurt, and the one he wanted to hurt turned into a friend. Yeah, I must have missed something. Can either of you explain to me what the significance of the swimming dinosaur was?
Oh, it's the local answer to Loch Ness that he was infatuated with as a kid.
Okay. I must have missed that early on.
It's very early in the movie.
Yeah, it's a general reference to his dad in general.
Okay. Well, no. Well, his dad was there, but the dinosaur.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, in the end, everyone is happy. But wait. This was directed by Courtney Cox. Wow. Puke Schnikes, I gave it a smile. Also, this was probably one of the few that was close to being a real movie that we've reviewed. And I'm not talking about like Netflix originals or those. I liked how the story didn't get too mushy. In general, it's not a bad flick. There's some decent lessons to be learned without being overly in your face about them. But in typical Stifler fashion, there are some parts that are just over the top to, I guess, provide comic relief. But again, I'm with you. I don't think I'm going to rewatch this one. I mean, it was good. The other one that was kind of outside of his Sean William Scott's realm was Bulletproof Monk, but that was on a different side of the the ring here.
There were more comedic elements in that.
Agree.
It was closer. It was an action comedy, whereas this was really dramatic. You know,
this was his Razor's Edge.
Yeah. You know, because you could also say like Stark Raving Mad, which we also watched with Sean William Scott in it. You could say that was less comedic as well. That was that heist movie that he did. But
okay,
you know. Yep. All right, Colin.
I was saying, so you're overselling the dramaticness of it I mean, this is classified officially as a dark comedy. So, as a dark comedy, it's not 100% drama. And I was looking at some of the reviews of why this why it drops into a bucket of what do you consider would be considered a bad movie. And I think the reviewers back then, when it came out, were a little hard on it. The movie is flawed. I think, as you were classifying it, this more stiffer parts of it hurt the overall tone. It's like there's bits of other movies that he's been in that were leaking into this movie with the sleep masturbator scene and some other stuff. Mostly, there's a lot of stuff about his brother in this movie which didn't really quite fit the rest of the movie, and I think that hurt it. But at the same time, there's a lot to like about this movie, and I was debating between smirk and smile, just because it is damaged by Courtney Cox making, I think, some bad decisions on what to include and what to cut out. But I think the movie deserves some. Anyway, I think it deserves to be a triple smile from us, and there it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Worth a watch. Not multiple watches, but a watch. So, all right, Mike, what are we up to now? Well, like 62, 63? You're muted again.
Keep muting because you guys are complaining about the wee woo.
Oh, I don't care.
We are up to 62, and I am on deck, which means I'm going to be hating life in about 30 seconds.
55.
Perhaps I am not. Before I read this title, I'm going to give the option to Colin to take point on this one. This is a Netflix original called Back in Action.
Oh, I've seen this one already. I watched it early.
15 years after vanishing from the CIA to start a family. This is Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. And I thought that this was one that you wanted. Wait a minute. This is on here twice.
Oh,
you
is
stacked the deck.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know it was on there twice.
So, Colin, this was originally, we added this before we picked last week, but we made it ineligible.
Right.
And we added it at your request. That's why I'm asking if you want to take point on this one, since you wanted this.
I can take point. I wanted to add it just because Netflix was pushing it at me. That was our main criteria for putting things on the list in the first place.
Okay.
But I'm happy to take it.
Oh, no, it's up to you. If you want to stick with the rotation as it is, then I'll take point. If you'd like to roll the dice and see what next week.
Let's stick to the rotation. The only reason that we break the rotation is for Shaggy Sex Romp.
Gee, thanks.
Okay.
All right. Hey, I'll take it. I'll own it. What the heck? I'm good with that. All right.
Okay.
So, let's see. Oh. All right. Well, with that said, our next show is going to be on the 24th. So let's see here. And so, we will be seeing you guys in about 2 weeks. And by the way, that'll be the show right before my next trivia night. My next trivia night is on the 28th. So who knows? Maybe we might do a preview of some of the trivia stuff that I have, or maybe by then I'll have some extra trivia stuff that we can do. But I'm looking forward to it. I actually got myself I got a family table set up. So I got Becca and my wife and grandson and some other folks set up at a family table at that trivia night, so it'll be fun that they get to play, but it also means I have nobody to review questions for me because normally I have them preview the questions. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that coming up on the 28th, but we'll be back on the 24th. So always fun. So Colin, you going to Disney anytime soon?
Nope.
No. All right.
Nope, not till the end of the year.
Oh, wow. It's a long stretch for you. I don't know what you're going to do without your quarterly trip.
I might sprinkle some weekends in, later, but I don't have anything planned right now.
Okay. What's up, Mike?
How the hell do you find this crap? Spaghetti Man?
Yeah.
After an incident with an old bowl of spaghetti and a malfunctioning microwave, he becomes a superhero that can fight crime with, ready for this, the power of spaghetti. What?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. Some of these we may need to like add extra time in for me to obtain some quality crack to smoke before I watch some of this stuff for it to make any kind of sense. 'Cause
the way the dispensaries, list all these fancy different things, it feels like we're eventually going to let that, marijuana pairings coming into these movies. We were using this marijuana for that.
Oh, yeah, but we could get bud tender recommendations to go with it. That'd be good. All right. All right, folks. So we will see you on the 24th. But that's it for tonight. My name's Shaggy.
I'm Colin.
I am Mike the Ape Man.
Stick a fork in us, folks. We are done. Later.